Wow, to say it has been a while since I made a video is a dramatic understatement. And for those of you guys who are new to my channel, my name is Drew. I go by Profit Monsters. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If you are an OG follower, you've been following me for a long time, thank you for coming back after my dramatic summer break. I had a bunch of stuff going on, but I made excuses. And so today I'm going to be giving you guys 5 things that I've changed in my reselling business over the past 6 months, maybe since the beginning of the year. There are some things that I have changed and adapted in my reselling business that have really helped me grow. And even though I had a lot of stuff going on along with buying a new house and moving and some things like that, I still was able to implement these things and they have helped. So let's jump right into it. Before we get into it, just make sure you hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel if you're not. I never say that, so I just wanted to throw that out there, and I'm really excited to share these topics with you. If you enjoy these types of talking content topics, let me know in the comment section down below, and I will start doing more of them. The first thing, this is pretty basic, but I think a lot of people forget it, is sourcing smarter. And what I mean by that is a couple of different things. The first one is I don't necessarily go out sourcing every single day. Sourcing smarter for me is taking longer trips on 1 or 2 days out of the week, and that way I have time to come back and work on my inventory, to clean it, to organize it, and to list it. And so that's one of the things that I highly recommend. It's pretty simple, pretty basic, but you definitely don't want to forget that in your business. Sourcing smarter as well could be things along the lines of, like, for example, I buy a lot of shoes. And so if you're buying shoes and you're buying stuff that is clean and ready to list, it's a lot more easier to get motivated to list when you're buying stuff that's ready to go versus stuff that is dirty or needs a lot of work. Some stuff is worth cleaning, but the less work that you have to put into it, the better. Another thing is like rips or tears along the back of the shoe, creases, damage, stuff that is maybe too worn on the bottom. I stopped picking up stuff that was a good quality shoe, or a good brand of shoe or a good model, but lower quality, meaning that it would still sell because it was a good brand, but it had rips or tears or maybe missing the insoles. There's only a few brands that I will pick up if they're missing the insoles: Nike Dunks, Hoka's, things along those lines. And so sourcing smarter has really helped me narrow down my business and not have stale inventory. The second thing kind of goes along with the first thing, and it is staying organized. And for me, once I finally moved into my new house, as you can see, I'm not in my old office anymore. I did buy a new house and moved, and I'm renting out my old house as a new means of passive income for myself. Well, I don't really call it passive income, but a stream of income for myself that I am making on a monthly basis now, renting out my old house. But staying organized is extremely important, and I can't stress how stressed I was when I was moving and I had so much unorganized inventory. My office was a mess. There was just so much stuff everywhere, and I thought I had it all together, but then when I went to go actually move, I didn't realize how much stuff was not in its right place. Unlisted inventory, stuff that I should have thrown away a long time ago that I put to the side saying, oh, maybe I'll fix it, maybe I'll clean it up. And now that I'm moved, I've got my shed reorganized, I'm ready to go, I feel refreshed, I feel rejuvenated. My office is relatively clean now, I got space on my desk, I'm able to do whatnot auctions and stuff from my office and not have to feel cluttered. I'm able to list and have organization where I put stuff in a bin. Once it's been listed in bulk, then I carry it to my shed and then I put it away right away, and it's just a great feeling. And so staying organized can take so much stress off of your business that it's really important that you do that. No matter what kind of inventory system you have, whether it's letters or numerical, or you have it in bags, or you have it in bins, or whatever, putting away inventory and staying organized is essential for a reselling business. You don't want to spend time looking for something that you listed and then you can't find it because you didn't put it away or it's not in the right spot. The third thing that I want to talk about is actually something that I've had to work on a lot this year, is taking breaks. A lot of you guys know I consider myself a workaholic. I am big on doing whatever it takes to provide for my family, and I'm really trying to get to these bigger places in my life. I'm trying to climb the ladder of success in my own way, in my own form of through social media, through reselling, through encouragement, through entrepreneurship, through business, all this kinds of stuff. And one thing that I have not been good at is taking breaks. Giving myself time to refresh, to renew my mind, to just relax, even if it's just 5 minutes. I can vouch for myself that there have been times where I have needed to take a break and I've tried to push through, and then I just oversleep, I'm miserable, I feel exhausted the next day, and I don't get much accomplished. And the best thing that you can do for your business is to maybe set some goals and then take breaks or reward yourself after you hit those goals. For example, listing 10 items and then take a 30-minute break. Go grab something to eat, get some cold water, maybe watch an episode of a TV show you like, and then get back to the grind. Some people really are all about listing 80 items, 100 items nonstop. And for some people that works, but for other people, you need that kind of getaway time, that rest time to refresh your mind. And I've become one of those people where instead of just working 10, 12, 13-hour days, now I'm doing shorter bursts of work, and it's making me feel a lot healthier in my mind and in my physical body. Also, I do have some lower back issues. So physically, even sitting in this chair, as you can see, you might find me moving around a lot is because I get uncomfortable because of my back. So I like to get as much work done as I can in a short period of time, take a break, go do some stretches, then come back and get back to work again. So make sure that you're taking breaks and see if that works for you. The fourth thing that I want to bring to your attention or share with you guys today is to ignore negative or hateful comments on social media. Ignore people that are saying mean things about you. Stop comparing yourself to others. All of these things are so bad for your mental health, and I have been caught in the trap multiple times, and even up to this day it still happens, but I am trying to get better at removing those things from my life. First of all, I am working on me every single day, trying to be the best version of myself that I can. No, I'm not perfect. We all make mistakes. Nobody is perfect. And so, these people that hide behind their computers, and we call them keyboard warriors, they'll type on social media, whether it's somebody else in the reselling community or somebody on maybe TikTok or Instagram that catches one of your reels or videos about you doing reselling stuff, and then they call you scum of the earth or scammers or stealing from the poor. Those people have nothing better to do with their lives than to try to bring other people down. And so it's really important in your reselling business. You can get caught up in those social media platforms and losing so much time trying to argue with people on social media who are never going to change their mind. People who are so stuck in their ways or hate their life or their job so much that the only thing that makes them feel better about themselves is trying to bring someone else down. And I'm tired of letting that stuff get to me. Those of you guys know I wear my heart on my sleeve. I say it all the time in my lives with Joey. I'm not angry, I'm just passionate. I just love talking about business and about what I do. But it comes to a point where there are certain people that you just cannot change their minds, or all they want is blood. All they want to do is try to suck the life out of you because they're jealous of what you're doing. So stop feeding into the negative and the hate. And I'm trying to do that myself each and every day, trying to get better at not letting that stuff get to me. And so let's work on that together. If that's something that you struggle with, you can always DM me on Instagram, and I will I'll do my best to encourage you and motivate you in that category, because it's one thing that I have struggled with myself, and I'm trying to overcome it as much as possible. No matter what you do, there will always be people that disagree with you or don't like you or don't agree with the way that you run your business or how you handle certain things. And so there's nothing you can do about that but just to keep pushing forward in your own business and life. On top of that, this is like a subsection of number 4, is to not compare yourself to others. I had found that I was doing that a lot by watching other people's package posts and Instagram and YouTube videos about things that they were finding at the thrift, money that they were making, big sales that they were having, and then I would get down on myself and say, man, I haven't found an item worth $1,000 in ages. And the more time that you spend comparing yourself to others, the less time you can spend building your own business and creating your own financial freedom. And so make sure that you are not comparing yourself to anybody else. You are running your own race, and you are doing something completely different from anybody else. Nobody comes from your background. Nobody knows your story the way you do. And you don't know somebody else's story with what they've been through, what they've done to get there. Some people cheat their way to the top, and some people grind their way to the top. And you'll just never know behind the scenes, because social media, it can really get you down. It can really make you think that people are living this lifestyle, but they're not. Maybe they're in credit card debt. Maybe they're buying all these expensive clothes and shoes on a credit card. You just never really know. And so don't give up on your dreams and don't compare yourself to other people. And finally, the last thing that I have done to change my reselling business or to grow it in the last 6 months, which is something that most people are probably tired of hearing from now on, but I'm going to give you a small perspective of my opinion, is Whatnot. I have added Whatnot as a platform of reselling to my business, and I can't tell you how fruitful it's been for me. I think since starting, I'd have to add up all the numbers, but I've done somewhere between $15,000 and $20,000 in gross sales on Whatnot since I've started, which it's only been a couple of months. To be honest, I think I started in June, somewhere around there, selling on Whatnot, and right now it is August. So it's only been about 3 or 4 months, and the community on there is amazing. The instant sales are great. You don't have to worry about listing and letting stuff sit and getting offers. It's a great platform to sell on if you are a reseller. And for all those people who do see Whatnot and say, oh, you have to have a big following or something like that to really grow, that is not true. There are tons of people on there that have been selling on Whatnot for 3 months, 6 months, 8 months, a year since Whatnot's really started kind of coming out and growing. And those people had no following. I mean, you look at, for example, Jam Vintage 956. Jam, if you're watching this, I love you guys. You and Chato are amazing. But they really had no following, and nobody knew who they were, but he owns rag houses where he gets vintage clothing. And he's been on Whatnot for a little over a year, and he's one of the biggest and best vintage clothing sellers on Whatnot. And he's grown that from basically having no Instagram, no YouTube, no TikTok, no nothing like that, just constantly going live, very consistently, putting out good quality items that people want and selling them. Now, there is a lot of stuff within Whatnot. If you guys want me to make a full video on that, let me know in the comment section down below. But the amount of monetary gain that I've gotten from Whatnot has been great. And honestly, I haven't even made a video in, like I said, almost 2 or 2.5 months. And so I haven't really been promoting it on my social media other than my Instagram. And I've got 15,000 followers on Instagram, and they don't even really convert to Whatnot. I'm averaging probably 50 to 70 viewers per stream, and it really only takes 2 people to bid on an item, but it is a live bidding platform if you don't know about Whatnot, which you should by now. But if you don't, it is a live auction platform where you can sell stuff and start items anywhere at any price you want, and when the time is up, whoever has the highest bid wins the item. Whatnot automatically creates the shipping labels, you print them out, you package it up, and it's good to go. Everything is so simple with the platform. It's easy to use, it's fun, it's enjoyable. There's a little bit of a thrill of bidding against other people, maybe buying stuff to resell. I know people, including myself, who have bought stuff to flip from Whatnot. I've bought stuff from Whatnot to flip it on Whatnot. I've also bought stuff from Whatnot to flip on eBay and Poshmark, and so it's been great. But that platform is awesome. If it's not something that you are implementing in your reselling business and you're looking to increase your numbers, give it a shot. It's worth a try. You'll never know until you try, but I would definitely recommend to consider being consistent with it. You can't just go live once or twice and say, oh yeah, well, Whatnot doesn't work for me because I only had 4 viewers. You really gotta spend some time putting out good quality items, growing an audience. It's just like any other social media platform. You can't just put out one video and expect to go viral. You gotta constantly build it up. And so hopefully that helps you guys. Those are my 5 things right there. Let me know in the comment section down below if any of these things helped you, and hopefully I will see you guys at FlipCon. I will be there this week. I'm really excited, and hopefully I'll be able to bring some content to you about that, and it's going to be a great time. And so I'm really looking forward to meeting anybody that's going, and just have fun and network and just be with other resellers and just have a good time. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Hopefully this gets me on the content train again, and I'll start making more videos like this if you enjoy it, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace, money!